Hey guys, so this video I'm going to give you a quick overview of a basic passing system for the daily Riva guard. The daily Riva guard is probably one of the most common positions in Jiu Jitsu. It's also really easy to force your opponent there, so for that reason I think it's really good everyone has a basic foundation for understanding how to pass it. Before I get into the video, if you guys like the content, please like, share, subscribe. It helps a lot for promoting the videos. As well, if you haven't clicked that bell button, go ahead and click that because it gives you notifications when I have new videos.
All right, guys, so let's get into the technique. All right, so we're going to focus on passing the daily Riva when he's holding the pant or the ankle. Whether he's got the pant or the ankle, it's pretty similar. If he's hugging the leg, if he's like hugging the leg or doing underhook daily Riva, it's a bit of a different pass sequence, but the pant control or ankle is probably the most common, so it's a good place to start. Before getting into the passes from here, it's important to understand not only is it really important to know how to pass the daily Riva because it's one of the most common guards, but also it's a great way to kind of force the guy into a position that you're really skilled at if you know the system well. So if the guy has like his legs moving a lot and stuff, it can be really hard to pass from the outside. But if I just step in with my leg and kind of crowd, we're gonna go slow motion with the legs. If I kind of step in here, I can stop his leg from rotating. It's very easy to force him into this position. So I can kind of initiate into this position and start building my pass sequence from here, okay? I kind of go into this in my previous video where I go over all the different pass sequences and the idea of kind of stepping in and forcing the guy into a guard you're comfortable with. Okay, so the first thing we want to do here when I step into the daily Riva is I want to kill this daily Riva hook, okay? So the way I usually do that is I use my palm first, and I'm going to push his shin out kind of diagonally at this angle. If I push forward and this hook is in, it's very hard to get the foot out, right? Because it's kind of hooking, right? So I want to press this way first. Once I press this way, I can turn my toes out just a little bit, and now I'm going to use my palm just below his knee, all right? The reason I do this is, if you've seen my videos before, I talk a lot about using the knee pressure to keep force, and then if I do that again, if I drive my knee in, then he can put the hook in, and then it's a very strong hook. So once I get rid of this, I like my palm just below the knee, because I can keep the hook out from coming in, but also at this angle, it's hard for him to keep that strong knee pressure, so it's a good mix of the two. Once I kill this leg, my next big goal is to try to trap this leg. A lot of people go for the leg drag first. My first preference when I'm starting to pass daily Riva guard is to threaten trapping the leg first because it sets up the leg drag well and all the other pass sequences. If I go for the leg drag first, often I'll try to grab here and this left leg can like lasso and get in the way and stuff. But if I start trapping this leg and he tries to bring it out, I can often turn this into a leg drag and threaten the knee cut. So for me, I like the knee cut or trapping the leg is the first big threat in this position, okay? We're gonna build off of 4 main passes, which are gonna be the knee cut, the leg drag, the reverse leg drag, and a folding pass. I think those are 4 good moves. If you have all of those, you have a lot of options from most of the common things the guy can do. Okay, so the first thing we kill this daily Riva leg, I'm gonna try to trap this foot. One big thing I want to avoid when I'm trying to pass daily Riva is letting him get a hold of this sleeve. If he gets this sleeve and breaks his leg pass body, now it's very hard to do a lot of stuff. I can't leg drag, it's hard to trap the leg. He has a lot of attacks he can go to. So I want to try to avoid this, okay? If he gets it, go ahead and grab it real quick. I can try, there's other ways to deal with this, I won't go too much in the video, but I can try to loop his grip here, keep it, I can try to loop his grip here and then break it like this, but try to avoid that. So when I'm here and he's looking for my sleeve, I'm kind of passive with this. So now I'm going to grab the foot or just at the lower part of the ankle and try to trap this leg, okay? When you trap this leg, make sure you don't step too far forward because it's easy for the guy to grab your ankle and knock you backwards, okay? So what I want to do is kind of push it across towards this leg, and I use my left knee behind his hamstring. I keep my toes kind of turned in because it gives me a good counterbalance. If I get bumped forward, I can kind of keep my balance a bit with this knee, and worst case, I can kind of post on him to catch my balance. So that's the first thing I want to do. Kill the hook here. He's looking for this sleeve, right? I go here, I trap. If he looks for my sleeve while I'm trapping, I try to pull it out before he gets it. Now from here, when I pull my arm back, it's hard to get this out because I have this kind of knee pinch. Look real quick. I have this kind of knee pinch thing going on. So it's very hard for him to get that leg out. From here, I can start building, okay? So first thing we're gonna look at is just a basic knee cut here. There's a couple different ways to do it. You can do it with the lapel or you can do more of like a Leandro style. We're gonna focus on the Leandro style first. What I do is once I go here, he's gonna be either looking for my sleeve. I hide this. Often he'll grab a cross collar grip here. Well, let's just assume he doesn't have that right now. I'm gonna cup the knee. I'm going to open his hip up like this. And if I can, I would like to try to push this to the floor. Some people will let you push this all the way to the floor. I'll just sit down here. And now it's very easy to start pressuring and try to go towards the mount here. I could start, hold the pants again. Yeah. I could start trying to knee cut from here and build from here. A lot of options. But a lot of guys are gonna keep this knee tight. So now here, keep it kind of tight, right? I open like this, keep it tighter. Yeah, I open like this, and what I wanna do is I'm gonna lift my right foot up in the air, like this, okay? So I lift, my right forearm is gonna go along the inside of his thigh here to catch an underhook on his arm. I don't wanna go out here, because if I go here as I go, he's gonna knee shield me. So I want this here to go along this line so that as I go, I block that shield out. And I want to catch his tricep and pull up. I don't want to post my hand in the beginning. Okay? I want to catch this if he's holding the pant leg. Now it's easier to pull him in, and now I can start building. Once he lets go, then I can start building the pass from here. Okay? So the big thing is there's no force here blocking me, right? Because he doesn't have a grip. So we're like this, I'm killing the leg, I cup the knee, I try to go here, I pull this foot up right as I do this. Right, so I pull and I go here, like this. Post my left hand for balance, left leg's wide, catch this underhook, I pull in. Once he lets go of that grip, which can take a few minutes or a few seconds, that's fine. Cross face and build the pass from here, okay? If he has the collar, right here like this, I go here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull and start trying to stuff this. Keep your knee tighter. Yeah, I'm gonna pull and start trying to stuff this. He gets kind of stuck here and he feels this counter pull and it gets very, he can tell the leg's gonna get stuffed. So at some point they'll try to pull on the collar. Pull on the collar. Yeah, as he pulls, he's making the cut really easy to hit, right? Again, I break through and pass. If you try to go while he's like more stiff arming or not pulling, then as I go, it kind of blocks, he pushes me out, right? But if I just sit here and now pull, he's literally pulling me into the cut. So just trap the leg, open the knee, stay calm, and when he starts to pull, that's when you go for that cut. And make sure you stay on the inside of the leg, pulling up on the underhook, okay? So the next pass that works really well from here, okay, we're like this, is I start trying to trap this leg. Once he respects your knee cut, he's gonna start trying to make it more difficult to trap the leg. People who always leg drag first, a lot of guys will just trap their own leg because they don't respect their knee cut, so then it's hard to leg drag. But when you have a dangerous knee cut, the guy will start pulling his leg out, pull your leg, yeah, like this, and he doesn't want me to trap it. So then what I do is I keep this leg killed, I pop my right leg back, and I just guide through this gap here. Now here I've trapped that leg out, I can catch the knee, push it through, switch to the lapel, use my elbow and knee, and start passing from here, okay? The thing I like about this, it doesn't allow that lasso, right? So you try, yeah, see if I go here, there's no lassoing. But if you're leg dragging first like this, that leg's always coming in play, making it hard to pass, right? So I'm here, I start threatening the cut, he pulls, boom. Catch the knee, push it through, get the lapel, elbow, knee tight, and drop. Can build from there, okay? Another thing that can happen here is when I trap this leg, sometimes we can use the lapel to try to cut instead. This is more of a Lapre model, you can have the cross collar. Okay, so instead of doing the one I did before, I just hold the lapel, I post my hand out and fall out to the side, and as he follows, I just shoot my knee up and start building the pass from here. But what can happen is, when I'm here and I grab this lapel, he lassos his leg. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I kind of take this leg out, I'll grab the ankle or the pant leg here, and now I'm gonna grab the pant leg here, I step out, and I hit the reverse leg drag, okay? So that gives you two directions, leg drag this way, reverse leg drag that way, okay? You can also get to this reverse leg drag. Sometimes I try to drag, this leg loops back over, and we come here and see if I just get both pants, I hop back, and I clear. The main thing I wanna do is open this elbow knee space, and then I drop my shin and just try to land chest to chest with my arm over the back, okay? You can go for this pretty early on. Like if I'm here and he's like looking for a grip and we're doing this stuff, you know, I could try to drag here, he loops the leg over, boom, reverse leg drag, trap here, cut, and you want to start mixing it all together. The other big one to add in here, I don't do this one a ton, but it is a great series or tool to have in this series. I really like to force the knee cut and the leg drag, reverse leg drag. That's just a preference. But the folding pass is also a very good one. A few different ways you can get to it. One is once I trap this leg, if I just want to kind of stall and rest, I like to control this lapel and I keep this pant leg and pull it backwards so he can't lasso it. From here, I turn my knee out, I take my time. If he has my cross collar, right, yeah, exactly. If he's here like this, I can go here or over and I buckle it and I just drop and take my time. Now I get my left knee behind his leg here. I crush, grab this lapel back here, and now I can grind my head up here, switch to a cross face and finish this way. Or one of my favorites, once I get here, is I take this right leg and I go behind both legs clear it, and circle out this way. Another good way to get to this folding pass series is when he's here and he grabs the cross collar, I can grab the lapel or the arm here, and I fall out this way to go for the knee cut, and now he turns his knee back that way, and that makes it really easy to, again, fall back into this, using the head under the chin, here, and come around. And two other good options, I like to use this if I end up on the bad, my opposite side leg, which I'm usually not as good at passing De La Riva. Here I usually just focus on getting out of the position quick. So rather than me trying to pass, I'm just trying to break the position. So if he has the ankle, yeah, and he doesn't have a grip on my sleeve or my collar yet, one easy one is just doing a spin and kick out, right? Because when he holds the ankle, it doesn't really have a grip. So when I do that, it's very easy to kick out and get out of the position. I'll do it on this side. Grab the ankle. Okay. So he's here, right? So I'm like this. So I just don't want to be in the position. I just step out and I can come back in. So if you're on the side you don't prefer, you can just try to get out and reset with your correct leg forward. Another one, if he's holding the pant leg, you can't do the step out. So sometimes here, if this is a leg's hard to trap and he's very difficult, I'll just turn my foot out. I'm going to shin drop over his shin here like this and go here until I can break this, back out. And again, now I'm back in the open guard. And now I can start trying to toreando, stack pass, and build from here, right? It's just breaking the position, right? So developing a good passing system for any position, you have to have multiple techniques. You can't step in and just go, oh, I just want to do the knee cut pass. I just want to do you have to have usually 3 or 4 different techniques that you put together in a system that gives you a good option for each situation, okay? So again, knowing how to pass De La Riva, I think is really important because it's one of the most common guards in Jiu-Jitsu. All the guy has to do is grab your ankle to get to it. And furthermore, not just because it's important to pass, but it's so easy to force people to play it. If someone likes to play spider guard, if they like to play X guard or collar sleeve, you can really force them into De La Riva. And if you can shut that position down early, then you can kind of not allow them to play the game they want to play. Cool? All right, guys. So if you like the content, as always, like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot. Oh, Jesus Christ.